What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. If you've watched my last couple of videos, you will know that I am inside my brand new 2025 Jayco SLX Travel trailer. 26 feet long. A couple of videos ago, I did a whole in-depth kind of review, or not really a review, just kind of gave you guys a little walk around of everything on the inside. This is our first trip today. First camping trip. So we're going to be going to Sequoia RV Ranch up near Three Rivers. So about a 3-hour trip for us. I've never towed a trailer. I've never driven with the trailer. I've never even had a vehicle that's able to tow. So if you're wondering, how am I gonna do this with my Tacoma, and you haven't watched my last couple of videos, I don't have the Tacoma no more, unfortunately. Sucks to say, but I got rid of it because I needed more room in general. I needed something to tow this trailer. Family's growing, so having another kid, we definitely needed more room. So this is what I now drive, a 2025 Chevy 2500 Trailboss with a Z71 off-road package. I just got a PPF and I love this thing. I have not made a review or a in-depth like walk-around video on it yet, but I will be soon. Shout out to LazFit for supplying me with some brand new floor liners and for the back as well. So yeah, we are currently loading everything up, and as soon as we're done, we will be on the road to Sequoias. Super stoked. It looks like we're gonna have great weather. I think I saw like 67 was gonna be the highest, and then at night like around 40 to 45 degrees, which I'm kind of happy with because we no longer have to worry about being freezing in our rooftop tent since we have a thermostat in here. And dang, it is baking in here right now. 75 degrees in here. But all right, let's get this thing loaded up, and then I'll shoot you guys an update soon. Stay tuned. All right, we're just about ready to leave. This navigation is so nice. I've only driven 2 miles, which is to get gas, so I'm gonna give you an update. This is a 6.6 liter V8 gasser. I did not get diesel. I'll kind of talk about that later as to why I didn't. My trailer is 4,600 pounds dry, and I think 5,600 pounds with everything loaded into it. So I'll give you an update as to what our miles per gallon is going to look like with this trailer. Again, I've got a 2500. This trailer is way more than capable of pulling it. So I'm curious to see, and obviously not being diesel, I'm not going to get as good as gas mileage as a diesel would. So stay tuned. I'll film periodically, and we'll see what those miles per gallon are looking like. So much more room compared to the Tacoma. This is nice. Yeah, sure. Really digging this. We are 21.2 miles in on this trip, and I'm averaging about 7.7 miles per gallon, and I have not gone over like 63. So I'm sitting at anywhere from 2,000 to about 2,300 RPMs, which in the city, I'm around like probably 1,000 less, just over 1,000 when I'm cruising around the city on the freeway without the trailer installed or hooked up. My father-in-law is in a F350 Tremor that is diesel, and he's got a 30-foot trailer, so a foot longer than ours, and a tad bit heavier. So we're gonna compare the miles per gallon in each between the gasser that I'm in and the diesel that he's in, and then I'll get back to you guys. 133 miles in, and we're sitting at 8.8. And the last, I'd say, or since the last video, it's been a lot of flat ground, but now we've done probably about 15 or 20 so of up and down hills as we've gone closer to Sequoia, or to the Sequoias. So imagine 8.8 or so is going to be my miles per gallon by the time we get there. We've only got 4.6 miles left, and we'll finally be there. Not too bad. Super nice out here. It's 62 degrees. Yeah, I'll show you the campsite when we get there, because I usually film the new campsites right as we enter, and then throughout the site as well. just made it. Everything looks good. I've got a whole PPF up here. Looks like it did pretty well. All this is PPF'd. Headlights, the grill, front bumper, mirror caps. Nothing hanging down, nothing falling off. Nice, looks good. We are campsite number 23. Number 22 would be a pretty good spot. It's right here on the end, and when we booked it, no one had reserved this spot yet, so we might get lucky and have this whole spot open. I can park my truck there. But so keep that in mind. 22 right next to the road, but it is an end spot, and then 23 here. This is the 30 amp surge protector that I got. This one's from Amazon. It's a GEARGO. You can see 2500 joules power, and then it tells you everything else on the circuit analyzer, but I'll link that down in this video and try to remember to put all the links for everything else in this video as well. Just woke up after our first night in our Jayco trailer. Took a shower for the first time. Very nice. Here's a Suburban thermostat for the water. You basically turn it on and you can set it. So I had it at 111, which is pretty dang hot. So 100 will probably be fine. And then the tankless water heater turns on outside and basically gets all the hot water going that way. Daughter slept in there in the bunk beds. Seems to have enjoyed it. We stayed in our room right there. Bed was comfy with the topper on it. Heater, oh my god, had the heater set to 67 and it got up to probably 69. It was bumping and it was hot in here, and that's where the heat comes out. So the heater's underneath there. So good heat on the water and good heat for the overall heater in here. Now we got some coffee brewing. What'd you say?
The water was hard to figure out.
Oh yeah, the water was kind of hard to figure out. I think because the tankless water heater had been left on after I bought it, because I'm telling you, I bought it and we kind of went through it when I got it, and then just kind of left it on our property, and then that was really it. So I didn't get much explanation with the tankless water heater. So with it being left on and then turning on all the appliances, it either tripped it or just wasn't the way that it's supposed to operate. So it should be off, and then you turn it on, wait a couple minutes, then you turn on all your appliances. So we just had to reset it, and then it was all good to go. So hopefully there's no issues with it tonight, and we'll have, you know, hot water right away. So because this is our first camping trip, it's going to be a kind of scattered video, but we keep all our cleaning supplies down here in a little bin just to maximize storage, and we don't want things tipping over when we're driving. And this is how the awning looks, all the way extended. Looks nice. We got a big old mat to put on the ground, which I'll link in the description below. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. We bought so much stuff for this, but kind of on Amazon and other places as well. But I'll be sure to link stuff and just ask me any questions if you have any. Right past our site, you have the trailer aisle park, and there's a swimming hole for registered guests only. Apparently the river's just right down there, and it is flowing pretty dang good. Definitely don't want to get in it past the river, or the watering hole, or swimming hole, sorry. Overall, it's a pretty small campground for RVs, but it's well maintained, nice and quiet, pretty peaceful. Definitely enjoy it. There are a lot of snake signs, so just keep that in mind for the summertime. Like there's another one right there, like almost on every tree. And even this watering hole, or I keep calling it that, swimming hole, looks like it's moving pretty quick, like on the surface. And once my daughter goes down to take a nap, I'm gonna go out and look for a spot to do some fly fishing up the river a little bit. I think it's called like Marble Fork area. I mean, it's really hard to tell because right there looks like it's moving good. So I walked to like right here, but this beach entrance is a lot slower moving. And you could definitely swim in this area. See, it doesn't look like it's moving quick at all, really. Maybe out towards there might be deeper moving quick, but this entrance part isn't moving at all. It's our first time testing out the outdoor shower. It shows that it has hot water and cold water. Let's see. See how long it takes to get warm. And it's perfect because it's on the opposite side that you go in and out of your trailer on, so you won't make a muddy pile over there. Oh yeah, it's getting warm. Max, come here. Perfect to rinse off our daughter's feet. Yeah, nice lockable on the outside. Oh yeah, it's getting warm. We're gonna head up to the snow right now. From this place, it's only a couple miles. I think it's kind of a windy mountain that we're going up, but it's not too far. I think it's like 11 or 12 miles to get up there to the, I think it's called the lodge post, kind of like where their shop is and all that stuff. So I'll film once we get up there. There should be snow. I'm hoping there's snow. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a cold start real quick just so you can hear the truck, see how it sounds in the morning. Right outside the resort, like when you come out to the main street, this is their little kind of like village area. One of them got Sequoia coffee, and they've got a really good yogurt spot up here that we like to go to. The opposite direction, so behind us is like the market and where you can get, there's that yogurt spot, Three Rivers yogurt, but the behind us is like the village market where you can get groceries and all that stuff. And then yeah, Three Rivers Brewery was good as well, and it's right on the river back there, and you can get food and all that good stuff. So from the yogurt spot that we just went to up to the entrance to the Sequoia National Park, where you've got to get a parks pass, it was only like a 10-minute drive, real quick. But once you get into there, then it's further to get to like the trees and all that. It doesn't look like we're gonna have any snow except way out there. I couldn't imagine that we'll have any kind of in this area like we did last time. But yeah, so we're gonna pay for our pass, drive up there, and I'm gonna ask them if there's any spots that we can fish, but I'm not too sure we'll be able to find any, or at least be able to access any in the distance that we're gonna drive. So if you've never been to Sequoia National Park and you're thinking of going, if you get car sick, just take a look at this map, because the drive is pretty gnarly. All that. And somewhere in there is the General Sherman, I think. So that's behind us. That is what I filmed when we first got to the entrance to the national park. We've gone up about 4,000 feet so far. And we have a map. That hospitality area where they said you can fish definitely didn't look like an area where you'd want to fish, because it's like a cliff edge, but it's a whole picnic area and a small hike. But you can see on the map how far the General Sherman tree is from Hospitality Point or whatever it is.
General Sherman, right there.
It's actually not far. But this massive rock up here, like half dome from Yosemite.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of snow on top of it.
There is.
You see it up there?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
And there's the snow, just a little bit better. But we're about 13 miles in so far. with a big truck, I mean, now we're in the 2500. It's crazy because I'm focused so much more on the road driving than when I had my Tacoma because it was so much smaller. But like with this big old thing, going up this road especially because it's not that wide, it's pretty narrow, and then sharp cutbacks and all that. It's definitely need a little bit of time to get used to having this big of a truck now. Now I'm getting into the giant forest, and you can see how massive this pool is. We've been in here before, or we've been to the Sequoias before, but every time you see the trees, it's still crazy. It's actually snowed. We're 20 miles. When I look on the drive summary, we're exactly 20 miles from the yogurt spot, which is when I last turned on my drive. So not too bad. I mean, 20 miles, but it's taken an hour so far of driving to get up here. So just something to keep in mind so you can plan your day accordingly. So we just parked at this area called Wolverton. It's 26.8 miles from that yogurt spot, and there's like sledding and all that stuff. A bunch of snow, and it's free parking, so we're gonna hang out here for a bit. And it's 55 degrees, so it's not freezing. Should be pretty nice. The last fit floor liners are definitely doing good. Got some snow on my shoes. Trying to get them as dirty as possible. That way when I clean them, see how they clean up. But they're definitely holding up. They've molded just about all the way around everything. Still a good fit through there. Pretty impressed with them. We usually show our dinner on the last day. We've got potatoes with sour cream and cheese, bread. The tri-tip is already off the grill. The corn's going. Got sausage in here. We got our solo stove going, which is a smoke-free fire pit. It's perfect for campsites where you don't smoke out the neighbors. So these 33, 34, 35, 36, like all these are riverfront spots that are pretty nice. I definitely recommend staying in those if you've got a trailer. And I don't think there's any dry camping that's riverfront. But not a big campground, very quiet. Definitely was a good time. If you're coming in the summer, be prepared because I know it is really hot. So keep that in mind. So my truck has a total of 378 miles, and that is basically how much I've gotten on this full tank of gas that the dealership gave me when I first bought the truck. So on this whole summary, 378.6 miles, and my average miles per gallon was 8.7. But keep in mind, of this 378, about 60 of it was on the streets, and then the remainder was from this trip. So about 310 miles, I would say, is about with towing the trailer. So yeah, I averaged 8.7 miles per gallon. I'm going to compare that to when we get back home and just driving in the street and freeway on this whole next tank of gas. And then yeah, I'm gonna do my first fill up right now. It is, I believe, like $5.17 to fill this up, 36 gallons. So we'll see how much this will cost. And like I said, I got the gas version over the diesel because I didn't think that it would be worth paying the extra markup and the cost of maintaining the diesel with the def and like all the smaller maintenance type things over the gas. Now I put almost half, actually a little more than half of the cost of this truck that I paid for in down payment. So I brought the amount that I'm financing down significantly. So if for whatever reason in a year or I don't know, maybe in 2 years, I'm like, man, a diesel is significantly has significant more advantage for me in my situation over this gas, then I may trade in an upgrade to the diesel, or if that is an upgrade, or however you look at it. At the end of the year, I'll kind of rethink what I've got going on, and we'll go from there. I'm completely new to towing and even thinking about diesel. I've never considered a diesel truck, so I'm not too knowledgeable about that. So we'll kind of see what I've learned over the year, and we'll go from there. And we're still going on gas. We're at $175 and 31 gallons, and it just stopped. Looks like 175 exactly. Let's check it out. See. So, yep, 175 exactly. And it's a 36 gallon tank. It's kind of weird that it stopped like that. Maybe it just maxed out or something. And just to show you, completely full tank of gas. It says my range will be about 334. And what we're gonna do is completely reset that. When I drove it off the lot, it had said that my range was like around 560. And I was like, damn, that's a lot to get, but I obviously knew that wasn't gonna be true. So now this next tank will be about 53 miles of towing and around almost 300 of city and highway driving. So I'll keep you guys updated on that for sure. And the last couple minutes of this video, I'll end it with when we get home, and I guess just the final recap of the whole trip and everything. Our trip is done. We did 56.2 miles back, and it was 7.8. It was a lot more uphill than I expected, but that's fine. We averaged 40 miles per hour, which the fastest I went was like 64 or so. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll keep updating as we make more camping trips and whatnot. We're gonna try to go again next month in March to a new spot, so I'll definitely film that area. And then just my experience with traveling with the trailer, since I'm completely new to this. And hopefully you watching is in the same boat and you're looking to get a bigger truck and a trailer, or whatever your situation may be where you need a trailer or have a trailer. Yeah, shoot me a message on here, shoot me a message on Instagram. It's still Taco Man D 4x4, nothing's changed, even though I have a different truck now. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.